YouTube fam. I am in my home gym today and I just wrote up a blog post. I'm going to post it at the same time as this video, but I did my top 5 must-haves for a home gym and then my top 5 favorites. So the must-haves are like the basics of having a home gym, stuff that doesn't take up a lot of space, not as expensive, and then my top 5 are just some favorite things that I have. So I'm going to go through each thing and I am going to show you a couple exercises on each piece of equipment so you can decide if it's something you would want for your home gym. I get a lot of messages since people see my videos of me working out at home and they ask where I get certain things. I get most of my workout equipment off of Amazon. If it's somewhere else, I will tell you, but otherwise I'll put the Amazon links like in the description below so you can find them, and let's get started with the top 5 must-haves. Okay, so first up we have dumbbells. I have right here 5s, 10s, and 15s. As most of you know, I am a personal trainer and I do in-home training, so I either have people come to my gym here or my workout room, or I come to them. So a lot of the stuff I have is great because I can also take it to my clients' houses. So with the dumbbells, I have more than the ones that I just showed you, but some of them are in my trunk because I take them to everyone's houses. So I have 3s, 5s, 8s, 10s, 15s, and 20s. I need to pick up a pair of 12s because it's good to have in between 10 and 15. It's a kind of big jump for certain like arm exercises and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and show you an arm exercise, a leg exercise, and an ab exercise that you can do with just dumbbells. Next up, I have a jump rope. I got this one at Target. I have a couple different ones, but this is perfect if you don't have the space or can't invest in any like type of treadmill, elliptical, some type of cardio equipment right now. Obviously this takes up no storage space and you just need the area around you to be able to jump. I won't demonstrate it just for the sake of saving time on this video, but a jump rope is cheap, doesn't take up a lot of space, great way to do some hit intervals or just get some cardio in whenever you need to. Okay, up next I have my PLYO benches and boxes, steps. So this one is a padded PLYO box. I'll show you box jumps on this one. Then I have one of these like metal PLYO boxes, and then I have the Reebok deck. I also have a wooden step. So I'm going to show you an exercise on the padded box, that metal step, and the Reebok deck. I won't show you on the wooden one, but you can do all the same exercises on the wooden one. So I wouldn't suggest that one because it's just more dangerous. If you can get a padded one and you're gonna go either for the wooden or the padded, just go for the padded. If you're doing box jumps and stuff, you do not want to get the wooden corner into your shin. I did that a couple of years ago and I had to get 20 stitches in my shin because I hit the corner of a wooden one. It wasn't this one here, it was at the gym I used to work at. But anyways, I would say just watch my demonstrations on these exercises and see which seems best for you based on like how much space they take up, how many exercises you can do on them, and just what you think you would like best. So first I will do box jumps on the padded one. Obviously, after my experience getting stitches, I went and got a padded one. I need to get some more, like, so I can build up the height, but this one I have right here is just a 1-footer. The one that I hurt myself on was a 2-foot one, so I'm working my way back up there. But here we go with the box jumps. Okay, so for the steps and boxes, they're more leg exercises, so I'm going to show you a reverse lunge to knee lift on the little metal PLYO box. Those come in all different heights. This one is 6 inches. I use it a lot for my older clients or anyone with knee problems that I don't want to go on a really high box with. And then I will show you some different stuff on the Reebok deck because that can do so many different things. So here are reverse lunges off of a PLYO box. Okay, the next exercise is the Reebok deck. This is my most recent purchase as far as steps and PLYO boxes go. It is my favorite because you can turn it from a bench into a, incline bench, decline bench. You can use like bands as a cable on it. So I'm just going to show you all those little things you can do with it really quick instead of showing you one specific exercise on this one. I'm going to take you through all the little things you can do with it. It is a little more pricey than the other steps, but if you want something that can do all sorts of different things, it is worth a little extra investment in my opinion. Okay, so when it's flat out like this, it's just a shorter step, but the first thing you can do with it is make it bigger. So you just pop these feet out, blocks like that. So you can leave it on one if you want to use it as like a decline bench, so you can do exercises like this, and then you're on a decline. So if you're doing like chest presses, you can do it this way. And then if you want to use it as a step or just a higher bench, then you pop this one out. So that is one option. You can do hop overs, step ups, all sorts of leg exercises there. Then the next cool thing is this pops open, and it has a little storage thing for bands. So you can put it here at a high incline, here, or you can put it here. So you can do all sorts of exercises, like more dumbbell stuff like this. All sorts of exercises that you can do with an incline bench, and it's a step, incline bench, decline bench, all in one. And then another cool thing you can do on here is pop a resistance band. It does not come with the bands, but bands are pretty cheap, and they're another thing on my list. So you just pop this. There's a little groove right here for your bands to go through. So you can do all sorts of band exercises on here. So I just showed this in the video with the deck, but resistance bands are another little tool that are great to have. I just tangled this one up. So usually you can buy a set like on Amazon or whatever that have different weights. So this one is an 18-pound band, but usually they range from like 5 to 25 or anywhere in between there. So you can put handles on them. Most of them come with like little ankle straps, so you can do like glute kickbacks and stuff like that. So bands are a really great addition to your gym. Even if you don't have a step like that, you can get one that comes with a door anchor. I'll put the link to this set below. It comes with the door anchor, the ankle strap, and all that. So you can hang it on the door. I'll show you how to do that really quick. Okay, so the door anchor, depending on which set you get, they might look different, but all of them have some sort of loop that you put the handle through and pull like this. So you get it right in the middle, and then they'll have some sort of thing on the end that you anchor over the door. So I'll show you here. You just pop it over, close the door. I usually lock it just to make sure, and you just pull down so that you get that anchor pulled all the way in. And then you can do all sorts of arm exercises on here. Go flies, you can do tricep push downs, all sorts of stuff. So bands are another great little tool. You can work your legs, your arms, you can even do some ab exercises. So that's a great little tool that takes up very little space, is pretty inexpensive, and you can also like bring it if you travel for work and stuff. You can bring it to your hotel room or just traveling wherever. So that is one of the great little tools for your home gym. It would not be a complete home gym video if I didn't talk about recovery, like stretching and foam rolling. So here is my foam roller. These come in all different shapes and sizes. So this is one of the longer ones, obviously, with all the grooves in it. But if you are a beginner to foam rolling, they have smooth ones that just like look like a foam cylinder, and that is what I suggest if you are starting fresh on the foam rolling, because it is like a deep tissue massage. It can hurt a little bit at first, so you want to work your way up to this one unless you have a high pain tolerance. Don't want to scare you away from this, but I will probably do a full YouTube tutorial on foam rolling if you guys would like to see that. I'll show you my favorite ones right now, but there is plenty of foam rolling that you can do, and you should really spend time on this at least like almost every day pretty much. But it can do great things for recovery, and if you have any like knee and hip problems, foam rolling can be a big help with that. So I will show you my 2 favorites, and then I will make a video about that later too. Okay, so that was my 5 must-haves. So those are kind of the things that don't take up space. You can do pretty much any body part on those, and they're pretty inexpensive. Next, I'm going to show you my 5 favorite pieces of equipment besides those ones. I've been doing in-home training for like 4.5 years now, so I've built up my stock of equipment. So I'm going to show you my top 5 favorites from all the stuff I have that I didn't show in my must-haves. Okay, I have to say my favorite piece of equipment, hands down, is my Jungle Gym XT straps. As you can see, I have them rolled up so I can fit them in my duffel bag, take them anywhere with me. You can put these over your door, you can put them over a bar, you can put them over a tree branch, you can put them over monkey bars. So even if you don't have a home gym, you can use these in a hotel room, you can use them anywhere like in your house. So even if you don't have a specific workout room, you can just whip them out, put them over your door, and you can do so many exercises on here. You can work every muscle in your body basically. So maybe I'll do another like tutorial just on these later. You guys should leave some comments below if there's any specific piece of equipment that you want to see more detail on what you can do. Like I said, I'm just going to show a couple exercises you can do on here. I'll show you how you can put it over the door, but the only thing is when you put it over a door, see this door over here that I put the bands on, that opens towards us when you open the door from in here. You want to put the straps on a door that opens away from you, because then when you put the anchor on, when you pull on it, you're pulling it like the way the door would close versus like pulling it in the way that it would open, because you don't want any accidents to happen. In the 4 years that I've owned these straps, I've never had an accident, but I just wanted to give a word to the wise for that one. So just for demonstration's sake today, I'm going to take you into my hallway and put them over the door. I usually put them up on this pole up here, or the bar, but I figure for this video it's more useful if I show you how to do it on a door, because most people don't have a bar that they can just anchor it to. So we are going to go this way, and you'll see what I'm talking about with like the door closing this way. Okay, so we are in my hallway, and I'm going to put them over the door. So they have these little things on the end, kind of like with the bands. You put them over your door, hold the door closed. Obviously, since I'm out this way, I can't lock it. And then, so these are Jungle Gym XT straps. I will put the Amazon link below. Like I said, that's where I buy most of my stuff, but I'm sure a lot of you have heard of TRX. It's basically the exact same thing, except these have like a little foot cradle in them. The TRX does have like a handle thing, but this is more of like a stable foot cradle, and I feel like the door anchor on these is a little bit more effective. I have clients that have TRXs at home. I've worked at gyms that have them, but I personally prefer these. They're a little easier to adjust and so on. So I'm going to show you a arm, leg, and ab exercise on these really quick. Okay, so there are definitely beginner, intermediate, and advanced exercises on these straps. I'm going to show an intermediate one. It's pistol squats. I love this exercise. And then I'm going to show rows for working your back. And then I'm going to show hip dips, which works your obliques.
I was a flower growing wild and free. All I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf. I was a flower growing wild and free. All I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf. I was a flower growing wild and free. All I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf. I was a flower growing wild and free. All I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf.
So as you can see, what I mean about the door opening away from you, so the door opens that way. When I pull on them, I'm pulling it like the way the door would close, so there's no chance of it like opening on me because I'm just pulling it in the closed direction. Okay, up next we have the ultimate sandbag. So I got the girly little pink one. I think that fills up to about 20 pounds. They make all different sizes, so you order that like shell and then you fill it with sand yourself. I also saw recently that they make ones that you fill with water instead. So they have little like water pouches, and that's probably easier because you can like empty them, refill them to whatever weight you want. But this is a great little tool. It's great for stability, stability work and training your core and just adding a little challenge to different exercises. So I'll show you a couple moves on there. Again, comment below if you want to see a more detailed tutorial on specific pieces of equipment.
I'll be the other woman, just as long as I'm the only one, other than your wife. I'll be the other woman, just as long as I'm the only one, other than your wife. Your wife, how would she feel?
So because the weight in a sandbag is like unevenly distributed, versus like a barbell that has the same amount of weight on each side, the sandbag, it kind of moves around, so that makes you use your core a little bit more, and it's great for stability training because it creates a little instability when you're using it. And then the next piece of equipment is these equalizer bars here. I always get questions about these when I post videos on Instagram, so I'm going to show you some exercises you can do on here. I just wanted to point one thing out first. So these are the bars. I've been meaning to do something about this, but they don't have any weight in the bottom of them, so it's just like lightweight. You're putting your body weight on here, so it's not a big deal when I'm training myself, but when I'm training clients, I don't like it to be unstable, so I usually actually stand on this while they're using it so it doesn't move. Obviously that's not ideal if you have a little more weight on you or you're just working out by yourself. It can get a little wobbly. It's not a big problem for me. I've never had them like fall over or anything, but it's just something that I wish that was different in the design. They should put something that weighs it down. I don't see why they couldn't do that, because most of the exercises you're just like having them set on the ground for something, so it wouldn't hurt to add a little weight in the bottom. So I think I'm going to, you can take these like little caps off. I think I'm going to get sand and fill them up. I've been saying that for a while, but now this video reminded me, so I'll let you guys know if I do that. But otherwise, I love these. You can do dips, you can do rows. I use these a lot for assisted pull-ups, so when I'm doing my pull-ups, I use these as a warm-up first. So I'll show you those dips and assisted pull-ups. Okay, so for dips, you can do them on different variations. So the easiest one is putting your feet in front, dip down, come back up. Then to make it harder, you put your feet behind you. And then if you want to make it even harder, which I did triceps yesterday, so this might be really hard for me today, but you can lift your feet up and do them this way. Woo! I have my squat rack here, and then I have a barbell. So the squat rack I got on Amazon. I put it together myself. It was pretty easy, so I think it recommends that 2 people to put it together, but I put it together myself. It probably took like 1.5 to 2 hours. I like this one because it has a bar on the top. I use it for pull-ups and what are those things called? Those ab exercises, toe to bar things. And yeah, so obviously if you have a squat rack, you want a barbell too. So it's a little combo. So before I show you the barbell on a squat rack, I'm going to show you something else you can also do if you have a barbell, just as a little bonus exercise.
Y'all didn't think that I could bump like these. I told y'all I was gonna bump like these. Turn around and I make it jump like these. You wanna keep that boy that make it jump like these. Y'all didn't think that I could make it thump like these.
Okay, so this is my setup. I have our barbell loaded here. I got the barbell on Craigslist. You can buy them online. I would actually suggest, though, if you're buying like barbells with the plates, that you try to find them somewhere in person, because you're going to pay a lot for shipping if you buy them online. Then I got this this barbell pad on Amazon, and I just love this. But this is really important for protecting your neck, and when you do hip thrusts and stuff like that, protecting your hips so the bar is not like bruising your hips. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do my pull-ups on the bar up here. I am trying my hardest to be able to do unassisted pull-ups, but I am still doing them assisted for now, so I will show you how I am doing that. Okay, my last favorite is cardio equipment. So I just think it's super helpful, besides having a jump rope, to, if you can, if you have the space and you have the investment, to buy a treadmill or an elliptical or a Stairmaster or a stationary bike or a rower. Obviously, not all of those things, just like pick one that you really like. So that's my big suggestion with cardio, is there's not one equipment that's like the best one or anything. Obviously, if you have any knee problems, you want to do something that's low impact, so you can do the elliptical, the stationary bike, or a rower, so use your upper body more. If you want to work your booty more, you can do, treadmill has a high incline, or you can do a stair climber. I initially bought the treadmill, and then I got the rower from a client, so it's really awesome to have something for upper body and lower body. But just definitely pick something that you know that you can commit to. I've seen so many people with treadmills that they just use it to hang their clothes on them, so don't do that. Just try and pick something that you know you, at least, if you don't enjoy it, at least you can tolerate it. I have my TV right here, so I have a Roku on there so I can use Netflix. Really, I just usually watch YouTube on there, but that is my last favorite thing. So I am not a big outdoor runner, so I love just being able to hop on the treadmill, do sprints, or walk for 30 to 45 minutes on an incline of, I usually do full incline of 15, I think it goes to, and then a speed of about 3. So I just keep my heart rate at 50 to 70% of my heart rate max, or I do sprints for HIIT. If you are buying cardio equipment off of Craigslist or OfferUp or LetGo or something like that, just research the type and everything like that first. Some treadmills are not meant for running. Some are just basic ones for walking and stuff. So just make sure it's a good quality treadmill. There's nothing wrong with getting a used one. Just make sure it is the type that is right for you. Yeah, just look up the brand and reviews on that model or whatever. And if not, I got mine at Home Fitness, and then I think there's some websites that you can do financing on treadmills or whatever cardio equipment. So those are all options for that. But yeah, that is the gist of my home gym. I have other little things here and there, like stability balls, medicine balls, kettlebells, but you don't need to have everything. Obviously, I'm a trainer, so I'm more likely to, use different things. But if you're just doing a home gym just to get fit and be able to work out at home, you do not need to get all fancy. So I would stick to the 5 must-haves, or if you want to get something that's a little more fun, or a little bit advanced, I would go for something in my top 5 favorites. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Kitty says hi. Hi. Alright, I hope that was a helpful video of how to stock your home gym, and a lot of those things you can search on LetGo or OfferUp or Craigslist. So I would explore those first and see if you can get a good deal before you go on other websites. And then, like I said, I put the links to most of them below in the description.